100 fugitives off our streets tonight. Detroit's most wanted, marking a milestone. Our work together with law enforcement and your commitment to take action to make Metro Detroit a safer place.
And today we held a special luncheon here at Broadcast House to honor the hard work and dedication of law enforcement. 7 Action News reporter Anne-Marie LaFlame has a look at the impact law enforcement says Detroit's most wanted is making in our community.
Taking action, that's what WXYZ has spent 7 decades working to do. I grew up here and created Detroit's Most Wanted to empower you to act, to bridge gaps between the media, law enforcement, and the neighborhoods we grew up in. And thanks to you and the tireless work of law enforcement, Crime Stoppers, prosecutors, we're a team, and it's working.
I'm excited about the 100th capture.
Week after week, Action News teaming up with the U.S. Marshals Detroit Fugitive Apprehension Team, asking for your help to catch Detroit's Most Wanted.
We had the Jafar to fake case. There's no jurisdictional issues. Working with our U.S. Marshals and our Detroit partners, it was basically a no-brainer, and an arrest was made.
A law enforcement team comprised of members of each of our communities, pooling resources with the ability to go anywhere.
The more information that we can get out through media sources such as Detroit's Most Wanted and apprehend these people that are a threat is certainly a benefit to the region.
It's your tips and the people taking your calls.
That's one of the things that we're most proud of. When Aaron called me and said, hey Matt, we're quickly approaching our 100 fugitives, it didn't surprise me.
The men and women working long hours to find killers walking our streets.
I hope it gives them another perspective is the job that these men and women in uniform do on a daily basis.
Federal, local, and state police.
We can look at these cases, we can solve them, we can do that, but the family never gets any type of closure unless you actually find the person that, committed that crime.
Relationships built on trust.
Within minutes, hours, we're getting information on one suspect.
Spreading the word that Metro Detroit is no longer a safe place for the bad guys to hide.
The gangs in Detroit are block by block, neighborhood by neighborhood. Now what that creates is an environment for fugitives because there's a lot of places for people to hide.
Leaders taking action.
If people commit crimes here in Michigan, we can go anywhere.
Taking a fugitive off the streets of Detroit means saving lives.
Criminals, they don't look at where does Livonia start and end or any other community.
Those communities ready for change.
When you put those faces out there and people are watching, somebody's going to know them. And then we get the calls, we get the tips.
21 accused killers.
If people are willing to step forward, give us information, give you information, then our streets will be a better place to live.
31 fugitives police say tried to kill.
You're like a partner to us in terms of having that extra partner in the car. And I think that's what makes us successful here in Wayne County.
20 people living in our neighborhoods wanted for sex crimes.
The program, it's a relationship that has paid dividends.
And dozens of criminals bringing drugs onto our streets.
It builds trust in our entire community.
You see people being taken off the street and going to jail, that's when it really works.
Capturing Detroit's most wanted fugitives together.
This is how you get it done.
Bad things happen, and we try to get closer to the family members that are left behind.
My hope is that these guys would think twice before they commit a crime. You know what? I don't want to be that guy on Most Wanted. I don't want my face all over the news.
But the work is never done. While we marked the 100th capture of Detroit's Most Wanted, there are still fugitives we have not caught and families without justice. Head to WXYZ.com to see Detroit's Most Wanted still at large, along with some of our biggest captures. And next week, we'll take action together again to help catch Detroit's Most Wanted. I'm Anne-Marie LaFlame, 7 Action News.